Hello everyone, this is Dr. E and for today, pag-uusapan naman natin yung mga relationships sa mathematics, specifically sa algebra, at ito yung pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw na ito about direct variation. In mathematics, mahalaga na natututunan natin kung paano tayo makapag-recognize ng mga patterns. Hindi lang patterns sa formula, patterns na rin sa ating mga data or patterns sa mga relationship doon sa mga nakikita natin sa mga real-life situation. At yan ang pag-uusapan natin kung paano natin i-apply yung mga skills na alam natin sa mathematics doon sa mga real-life situation. At ito yung tinatawag nating variation problems or yung mga pagkakaiba-iba doon sa mga relationships ng ating numerical data sa mathematics. So, umpisahan natin doon sa tinatawag nating direct variation. So, direct variation, ito yung tinatawag natin na relationship between two variables, let's say x and y, na pwede nating isulat as y equal to kx, na kung saan yung ating k ay constant na hindi pwedeng mag-equal to 0. So, aside from direct variation, sometimes tinatawag din natin tong direct proportion. So, tandaan natin na yung ating mga equation sa mathematics, base yan sa mga patterns na nakikita natin in real-life situation. So, if i-define natin yan sa mga variables na nakikita natin sa mga math problems, kapag nakakita tayo na equation na y equal to kx, pwede natin itong sabihin or yung statement niyan in variation form or in algebraic form. We can say that y varies directly with x. So, yan yung isa sa mga taguri or term na pwede nating i-familiarize yung ating mga sarili dahil nga sinasabi ko sa inyo na ang mathematics, it's a foreign language. And sometimes there are different ways on how we say things in math. At importante na alam natin yung mga words at language na ginagamit natin dito. So, kapag nakakita tayo ng y equal to kx, pwede din natin siyang makita, marinig sa mga math problem pertaining to y varies directly with x. At kung meron tayong z is equal to kt, another form or pagsabi sa equation na yan would be k varies directly with t. At mas mauunawaan natin kung bakit yan yung ginagamit natin mga words at language dito sa topic natin na ito. At tatandaan natin na mapapansin ninyo na yung k laging nandun sa ating equation sa specific form na ito dahil ito yung tinatawag nating constant of variation. So, gagamitin natin yung constant of variation at sometimes, hahanapin natin yan para makabuo tayo ng relationship na tinatawag na direct variation or direct proportion. Now, kanina ko pa sinasabi yung about real-life problems at para mas maintindihan natin ito, lagyan natin to ng mga specific examples at cases na kung saan meron tayong tinatawag na direct variation. So, isa sa mga pwede nating example dyan ay tulad nito, the number of cupcakes na pwede nating i-bake varies directly with the amount of flour you have. So, that means kung mas marami kayong harina, mas marami kayong magagawang cupcakes. At kung mas konti ang inyong harina, konti din yung cupcakes na mapuproduce ninyo. So, ang tinatawag natin sa relationship na yan ay direct variation dahil if something goes up, the other dependent variable will also go up. So, kung pareha silang tumataas, direct variation ang tawag dyan. So, ano pa ba ang mga example ng direct variation? Grades ninyo sa mathematics. So, the grade you earn in your math class varies directly with the scores you get in your quizzes. So, hindi yan nagdedepende sa kung gaano ka daming mani ang kinakain ninyo or kung gaano kayo karaming kaibigan na matatalino na meron. Dito sa specific na relationship na ito, pwede natin itong gamitan ng numerical variables. So, yun yung ating grades na nakukuha natin sa math subjects natin at syempre, yung mga grades na nakukuha natin sa mga long quizzes, short quizzes, periodical exams, quarter exams, final exams na nakukuha natin. At isa pa yung example nito would be the number of hours you work in a day varies directly with how much you will earn in a month. Especially doon sa mga kumikita ng arawan, yung mga negosyante na kailangan meron silang mga specific sales. So, nagdedepende yung kita nila kung gaano katagal silang nagtatrabaho per hour or a day in a week. So, yan yung ating mga tinatawag na examples ng direct variation relationship sa ating mga real-life situation na pwede natin gamitin sa mga word problems sa mathematics. So, umpisahan natin yung pag-solve ng mga direct variation problem tulad nito. So, tandaan lang natin na ang equation na gagamitin natin ngayon is y equal to kx, na kung saan yung k is yung ating constant at yung y and x, yan yung ating mga variables, dependent and independent variables. So in this case, if y varies directly as x and y is equal to 48 when x is equal to 6, then find y when x is equal to 15. So ano daw ang hahanapin natin dito? Medyo maraming words, maraming letters, pero tingnan natin yung ating last statement. We need to find the value of y when x is equal to 15. Pero bago natin mahanap yan, kailangan muna natin i-establish yung ating equation. At tulad nga ng mga math problems, kailangan natin ng formula at ang formula natin dito is y equals k x. At dun sa ating given example dito, sabi dun sa unang statement, if y varies directly as x, so that means pwede natin itong gamitin formula na ito dahil ang clue dito ay direct variation yung ating situation. Na kung saan daw yung x ay equal to 6 at yung y ay equal to 48. So bago natin kunin yung last statement to find y when x is equal to 15, i-establish muna natin yung ating direct variation equation. So yung y natin is 48, yung k natin is hahanapin natin, at yung x natin is equal to 6. So ito yung ating equation mula sa word problem, and to get the constant, divide natin siya by 6, at kung ano yung makukuha natin dito, 48 divided by 6, yun yung magiging value ng k natin. So in this case, gagamitin natin yung formula natin na y equal to kx dahil sabi dun sa problem, y varies directly as x. So yun yung inyong clue. Kaya using the formula, we'll be able to produce the value of k dahil 48 equal to kx or k6. Divide both sides by 6. When we divide 48 by 6, it will equal to 8. So, meron na tayong value ng ating k doon sa ating equation. So, pwede na nating kunin or sagutan yung last statement, which is to find y when x is equal to 15. And how are we going to do that? We're going to use the formula again. So, yung formula natin ngayon, syempre, y is equal to kx. Pero this time, papalitan na lang natin yung value ng ating x at yung value ng ating k, which is 8, kasi yun yung nakuha nating constant variation specific to this problem. Kaya, yung magiging value natin ng y using this equation would be simply 8 times 15, which is equal to 120. So yan yung ating hinahanap ng mga variables base dun sa ating word problems. Tandaan ninyo na gagamitin natin yung formula natin for direct variation, which is y equal to kx, kapag ka nakita natin dun sa problem na merong clue or words tayo na mag-indicate na yun yung gagamitin formula. At in this case, y varies directly as x. So yan yung ating word for the day and formula for the day na makikita natin sa ilan sa mga problems natin ngayon. So example number 2, if y varies directly as x, so ayan na yung inyong clue. So ibig sabihin, gagamitin uli natin yung y equal to kx na formula dahil sabi dun sa problem, y varies directly as x. Pero ano nga bang hahanapin natin? Sabi dito, find the constant of variation k and the direct variation equation given that y equals 5 when x is equal to 30. So, mapapansin nyo na meron tayong dalawang hahanapin dito. Yung isa, hahanapin muna natin yung constant of variation. At alam natin yung constant of variation na yan ay yung letter k natin. At hahanapin din natin yung direct variation equation given that y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 30. So since direct variation uli yung gagamitin natin, so alam na natin ang gagawin dahil gagamitin ulit natin si y equal to kx dahil sabi y varies directly as x. Now, ang gagamitin naman natin ngayon is yung mga values na meron tayo. Meron tayong y is equal to 5 at meron din tayong x is equal to 30. And by doing so, pwede na nating masolve yung ating equation specific to this problem dahil meron na tayong mga values for y which is 5. K is what we're looking for. And x is equal to 3. So ito yung ating equation and by doing so, hahanapin natin si k at si k ngayon ay fraction form which is 5 over 5. 5 over 3. So ito ngayon yung ating value ng ating k na nahanap na natin using the formula y is equal to kx. So since meron na tayong value ng constant variation, yan yung unang part ng ating problem which is 5 over 30 pala, sorry, hindi naman 3. 5 over 30, hindi 3. So, ang mangyayari niyan, so 5 over 30, pwede nating i-simplify si 5 over 30 kasi 5 over 6 times 5 is equal to 30. Tatanggalin natin to at meron na tayong 1 over 6. Buti na lang nakuha ko or nakita ko yung aking basic error for the day. So, tandaan natin na tingnan natin yung ating mga numbers bago tayo nagsasolve. Baka kasi minsan alam natin yung steps na gagawin natin pero mali yung ating mga numerical values tulad nung nangyari kanina. But anyhow, since alam na natin at na-save ko yung aking sarili into 1 over 6, thank you sa ating slides na ginawa ko kagabi. So alam na natin ngayon ang value ng k. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos dito dahil hahanapin natin yung direct variation equation mula dito sa nakuha nating k. So ano nga ba yung value ng ating equation? Siyempre, gagamitin ulit natin si y equal to kx. Pero this time, ang solution niya would be y equal to 1 over 6x kasi ito yung tinatawag nating formula specific dito sa problem na hinahanap natin. So yan, yung pagkuha ng ating constant of variation and then yung equation ng direct variation gamit yung mga information na meron tayo. So let's move on to the next problem because this time around, gagamit naman tayo ng table of values. So sa table of values na ito, tulad na sinabi ko sa inyo, it's all about relationship. So meron tayong relationship dito na meron tayong mga independent values, inputs na tinatawag. So ang input natin is 2, 9, 1.5, and negative 1. At yung output natin is 6, 27, 4.5, and negative 3. What we need to do is to write the direct variation equation. So alam na natin na ang gagamitin natin formula is y equal to kx. At isinulat na rin doon sa ating problem. That will satisfy the ordered pairs in the table below. So yan yung ating mga ordered pairs. So ang gagamitin lang natin, since yung ating equation is y is equal to kx, kailangan natin ng 1, constant variation, which is yung ating k, and 2, kailangan natin munang hanapin yung ating specific k mula dun sa ating table of values. So meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So kahit anong points dyan ang gamitin ninyo, magiging parehas pa rin ang mga sagot ninyo. But since nakikita na natin si 2, 6, gamitin natin si 2, 6. At si 2, 6 ay ordered pair, kaya ang value ng ating x at ang value ng ating y ay magdedepende dun sa ating point. So alam na natin na si x ay si 2 at si y ay si 6. So by replacing our x and y with 2 and 6, makukuha na natin yung value ng ating k. So to do that, divide both sides by 2. At meron tayong k is equal to 6 over 2. At kapag sinimplify natin yan, tingnan ko nga kung tama ang aking number. Yes, tama. 6 siya, hindi 60. So ang ating sagot dito ay k is equal to 3. At now that meron na tayong k equal to 3, which is our constant or variation constant. So gagamitin natin si y equal to kx. At since kailangan daw natin kunin yung direct variation equation, where k is equal to 3, all we need to do is to plug it in to our formula. So meron tayong y is equal to 3x. At ito na yung equation na hinahanap natin kasi sabi dito, hanapin daw yung direct variation equation of the form y equal to kx. At yan yung ating direct variation equation, y is equal to 3x. At tapos na yung ating problem solving for this particular sample. At dyan natin ginagamit yung ating mga clues na nakikita sa ating mga word problems. So yung ating last problem of the day, so meron na tayong word problems na puro verbal phrases yung ginagamit. Meron tayong word problem na gumagamit ng table of values. Now, ang clue na binigay naman sa atin ngayon ay yung ating graph. So sa graph na ito, kailangan daw nating mahanap yung direct variation equation. So it says here that the line is the graph of the direct variation equation. Now we need to find the constant of variation and the direct variation equation that will satisfy our graph. So napansin niyo, meron agad tayong word dyan na direct variation equation, which means gagamitin natin, syempre, yung ating formula na y is equal to kx para mahanap natin yung dalawang items sa math problems at hindi sa ML. Hahanapin natin yung constant of variation at direct variation. And how are we going to do that? Umpisahan natin doon sa formula na kailangan natin gamitin. And after that, ano ba yung mga clues na meron tayo dito? Ang clues natin dito ay meron tayong mga points. At yung mga points na yan, ang gagamitin natin para masatisfy natin yung equation of a line. Now, mapapansin niyo na yung ating linya, so sa algebra, ang linear equation ay meron tayong general formula na y equal to mx plus b. At ang y equals to mx plus b ay ang ating linear equation na kung saan ang m ay slope at ang b ay y-intercept. So kailangan lang natin makuha yung ating slope at y-intercept at masusulat na natin yung direct variation equation natin. And to be able to do that, hanapin muna natin yung y-intercept. At since graph yung binigay sa atin, madali na natin mahanap yung y-intercept kasi titingnan lang natin yung graph at ilolocate natin yung point ng graph na kung saan nag-i-intersect yung line sa y-axis. At ito yan. At yung point na yan ay 0, 0. So since meron tayong y-intercept, which is 0, 0, hanapin naman natin yung second point ng ating line at nakikita natin dito na may given point tayo dito which is equal to 4, 6, 4, and y is 6. So this time, meron tayo ngayong slope ng ating line. So since meron tayo y-intercept which is 0, hahanapin natin yung slope using the formula rise over run or change in y all over change in x, or y sub 1 minus y sub 2 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. But in this case, since meron tayong graph, hindi na natin kailangan ng formula, mamatahin na lang natin at magbibilang tayo ng mga units at makukuha na natin yung slope ng ating equation of a line. And how are we going to do that? Sabi dito, rise over run. So, ilang units ba tayo aakyat? So, 1, bilangin natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So yung ating numerator ay 6 units. At ilang units yung ating run? Run is the movement of your axis going to the right. So meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So meron tayong 6 over 4. At yan yung tinatawag nating slope ng ating equation of a line. Now, if you want, you can verify this using the slope formula. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang slope ay pwedeng change in y all over change in x, or pwede ding y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, or pwede din y sub 1 minus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 all over x sub 1 minus x sub 2. As long as consistent yung inyong mga numerator and denominators, makukuha nyo yung ating rise over run, which is the slope of our equation. And in this case, it's 6 over 4. At pwede nyo itong i-simplify if you want to. And to simplify this, pwede natin itong 3 times 2, 2 times 2, So we have 3 all over 2 as the simplest form of our slope na pwede natin gamitin instead of 6 over 4. So yan yung mga paraan kung paano natin hanapin yung slope. At since meron na tayong slope or yung value ng ating constant of variation na tinatawag, so slope and constant of variation, parehas lang yan sa language of mathematics, ready na tayong isulat yung equation ng ating direct variation equation. And that is y equal to 3 over 2x. So, ganyan lang kadali yung pagkuha ng ating, o pagsagot ng ating mga word problems. 1, tingnan niyo yung mga clues. Ang clues, kailangan nyo mahanap yung word na direct variation to indicate na ang formula na gagamitin natin for this type of relationship or numerical relationship ay y equal to kx. Pwede siyang word problems, pwede siyang table form, at pwede din siyang in graph form tulad ng nakikita ninyo. Kaya, ang ating challenge of the day, paano nyo naman kukunin yung equation ng ating direct variation relationship mula dyan sa graph na nakikita ninyo. So, sa mga kakasa sa ating Numberbender Challenge of the Day, comment down below kung ano yung equation na hinahanap natin mula sa mga techniques na natutunan natin ngayong araw na ito. So, sa mga students natin, practice lang ang kailangan natin. And to be able to answer specific word problems involving variation na tinatawag, kailangan nyo lang hanapin yung mga clues. At ang clue natin for today ay direct variation at yung ating formula na y is equal to kx, na kung saan yung ating k, ang constant variation na unique numerical value for our relationship. And direct variation, when something goes up, the other variable also go up, and if the variable goes down or dependent variable goes down, the independent variable is going down, the dependent variable is also going down. So yan yung ating lesson on direct variation, and see you again next time. Bye!